Conference Declarations, 15 to 16th March 2022, Kathmandu, Nepal. We, the delegates, are originating from South Asia to the world, Global Norms to Address Violence Against Women and Girls Conference, hailing from Afghanistan, Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, recognizing the devastating impact of violence against women and girls, and the fact that this is a pervasive phenomenon of pandemic proportions which is intensifying and growing both in South Asia and across the globe. Stress the immense impact this human rights violations and public health crisis has on women and girls. Emphasize the alarming consequences that widespread violence has on every human development parameters. Appreciate that governments in South Asia have initiated legislative mechanisms and implementation strategies to respond to this crisis. Reiterate that Asia has no regional framework on violence against women and girls, unlike Africa, the Americas, and the Europes. Note that existing efforts have been limited in their effectiveness and therefore strongly urge nations to champion, adopt, and implement a legally binding global framework that will hold governments to every region of the world accountable for ending violence against women and girls. A global instrument, while bridging normative, geographic, and enforcement gaps in the present system, would achieve protection, prevention, punishment, and a paradigm shift in attitudes toward violence against women and girls. It would create a rigorous, legally binding framework compelling every nation on earth to undertake evidence-based interventions and enable the world to monitor progress. In particular, a treaty should use the best of human rights and public health monitoring, clarifying norms on violence against women and girls, require training and accountability for professionals in the judicial, health, and security sectors, including, for example, judges, doctors, nurses, and police security sectors, prioritize violence prevention educations, increase funding for survivor service such as shelters, hotlines, and legal aid, provide a specific metric-based reporting framework, and establish an international monitoring body. South Asia is a home to more than 1/5 of the world's population, of whom half are women and girls. More than 37% of women in South Asia have experienced violence at the hands of their partners. This reflects not just one kind of reported violence. Our region evidently faces serious challenges in curbing the human rights cause, that is, violence against women. However, the South Asian subcontinent has been home to a vibrant women's rights movement for millennia. Women here have worked relentlessly to educate, enable, and empower women and girls. Today, we, the delegates, call on the government of South Asian nation to make every possible endeavor to immediately champion a new comprehensive binding norms to address violence. Nepal has a proud history of championing women's rights. It is vital that the first call for a new global norms come from Nepal and that Nepal leads South Asia in championing this call. It is benefiting that South Asia, which has made significant progress in addressing human rights violation and prioritize responding to public health issues, should spearhead the global treaty-making process. A new international agreement would transform forever the lives of women and girls today and for all tomorrow.